Hey, Dale.
Hi.
How are you?
You blew out the other headphones.
So my headphones totally didn't work. So
That's hilarious. They needed to go in the garbage anyway.
I ran all the way to the studio and got new ones.
What? This is the studio.
This is the studio now. You ready to do the show?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Here we go.
Live from the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Dale and Scott.
Okay, everybody listen up.
You're listening to the Swish Edition.
It'll be huge.
So that's how it goes. First your money, then your clothes.
I love it. I love it.
How are you today?
We should rename from Swish Edition.
To what?
First your money, now
First
your
your
clothes.
money, first your money, then your clothes.
Then your clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 87 degrees here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Wow. And yeah.
No, it's actually not bad. It's really cool.
And there's a nice breeze here in the courtyard, so it's kind of cool. We got our new flamingos. Can you guys see them? They're here and here every week. Every week we're going to have something new behind us.
Don't say that.
Why?
Because I don't know if you can make that promise.
I'm going to try. I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
So you want to start with the news?
Let's do it.
We got good news. And, John Krasinski from The Office, he was, what was his name on The Office? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why do I set myself up for this kind of stuff? Jim and Pam.
Yeah.
He's been doing a show called Some Good News, SGN.
Yeah.
I think his kids created the logo that's up on the wall behind him on his desk in his office. And it's really cute. Have you seen it?
He's been doing a lot of stuff. A lot of surprise stuff.
That's right. So episode 7 just came out a couple days ago, and they did a wedding, and he actually got himself officiated. Ordained? He's an officiant. Yes, he got himself ordained. Exactly.
Yes.
And he married this couple who set up. The guy of the couple proposed to his wife the same way Jim proposed to Pam on The Office in front of a Quickie Mart kind of gas station thing.
And wasn't the entire cast on the Zoom or?
That's right. So he first brought in Jenna, who played Pam.
Yeah.
And then slowly brought in everybody else, and they all danced.
Right.
Their crazy dance
And
that they do.
speaking of Zoom, because everyone has their different ways of connecting with people during all this. So the new online thing is hashtag Zoom Face Skype, all one word.
How do you do that?
No, it's just what you do. It's
you
want to Zoom Face Skype because it's one
right.
of those three that you're gonna do.
I see.
Or WeChat,
Which one do you prefer?
FaceTime.
You like FaceTime? We do that the most with our friends.
So and speaking of FaceTime was annoying.
Yeah.
Because when you get more than 3, it kind of does that floating bubble thing.
Right.
However, there should be an update, I think, coming out as soon as possibly next week that allows you to toggle from the floating faces to squares, just squares.
Oh, sweet.
So you don't have to do this whole floaty thing.
That'll be very cool.
Yeah. So that's coming out.
I like that because the floaty thing can be kind of annoying.
When there's a lot of people and you don't know who's talking because it's not as fast as the talk.
Right.
So
here's the thing I wanted to bring up about John Krasinski's show, Some Good News. He's getting more views for this than any show on broadcast or cable television.
what?
It's true.
Really?
It's totally true.
So where does this air?
It's on YouTube.
YouTube. Exactly.
So
right.
this most recent episode, number 7, got it's almost up to 10 million views.
Wow.
There's no show on television, on pay cable television or the broadcast networks that come anywhere near that. I think the closest one might be American Idol or The Voice.
Not a Game of Thrones.
We're talking about right now.
Okay.
We're talking about right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So there's nothing on television. Now that I'm not talking about streaming because that's a whole new. We're going to get into that later. But I mean, he should. You know how I don't like Jimmy Fallon. He should take over the Tonight Show. The Tonight Show with John Krasinski. I think that'd be great.
Actually, let's give one of the streaming services back a daily show.
They tried it. They tried it with Chelsea Handler.
But she quit because she wanted to pursue other things.
Yeah.
It's not that they canceled it because it wasn't going well. Because I think it actually did pretty well.
Right.
But I think a streaming network could use some daily fresh content.
I think that would be really cool.
Show. Yeah.
But, also...
it seems like it's kind of beneath him.
I would like... maybe, because, he does
Is
have...
that the right word? Is that the right way to say it? That seems harsh.
It might be, because he's a movie star now with his...
wife.
With his wife. And he's also got that show where he plays Jack Ryan.
Oh, on Hulu.
On Hulu.
Yeah.
So, he's doing pretty well for himself.
He's a big deal. Yeah.
He's a big deal now. So I like him.
It's funny how you come from a show like that to become a big movie star.
Yeah, well, The Office
because it wasn't really like a progression. It was TV and bam, movie.
He did really well.
Yeah.
Well, and he probably has enough money with The Office alone just to sit on his ass for the rest of his life. So.
That's very true.
The Hard Rock may be returning to Las Vegas. We're excited about this. You guys may have known. We've talked about it before. The Hard Rock was off Strip. It's about a mile away from the Strip where all the big casinos are.
It's close, but not close enough.
You can walk it, but you really don't want to because it's a little dangerous.
And it's hot.
Right. Of course, Richard Branson bought it. He's turning it into Virgin, which will open up sometime this fall, perhaps. Who knows with the pandemic shit, but that's the plan. But now the Seminole Indian tribe, which owns the Hard Rock brand everywhere else except for Vegas,
right,
now just got permission to build something here in Vegas.
Right.
If they
there's no limits anymore. Right. They own like whole.
That's right.
They own the whole thing.
And they have said without a doubt that they want to return to Vegas and they'd love to be on the Strip. So there's
rumors are flowing.
There's a couple rumors. One is that the Cosmopolitan, which is right next to Aria and the Bellagio, is for sale technically. Mm-hmm. So they could buy that, which would be really cool.
And that, like the interior of that would like immediately fit their need. Like there wouldn't be much to do. Because we actually enjoy it there.
We like it there a lot.
Often, and it's a nice, young, hip, and it would fit the brand very easily.
Yeah, really fun bars, great shows, one of our favorite buffets in
Wonderful
all of Vegas.
buffet.
Yeah.
The something spoon.
Silver Spoon?
Nope.
Oh, that's a TV show.
Wicked Spoon.
Wicked Spoon, and it really is good.
It's good. It's really good.
We love it a lot, and they have our Chinese game there, which we like a lot.
Oh yeah, they have it everywhere
with the quarter option.
Oh, that's the thing. They do have a higher bet option there,
which most of the other casinos don't.
Right.
So,
but what? No. Part two of the rumor.
Oh, that's right. You just heard this today.
As I just heard this today, is that the rumor is they're looking at Bally's. And I kind of like that idea more.
Do you think it's possible that Caesars wants to get rid of Bally's? It is a little tired.
It's very tired, and that's why I'm excited about that more. I understand that Bally's is kind of feels like an original to me. It's been there forever. It's old school. It's a brand that people know.
Do you know
it could use a reno?
Do you know the history of Bally's was actually the first MGM Grand? It burned down. MGM Grand moved to the end of the street where it is now, and then Bally's became Bally's.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was a big fire there. Lots of people died.
Yeah.
I think that was the early 80s.
But it feels like if you're traveling north, the right side of the strip needs some help.
Well, it's true. Well,
would you agree? Like the left side is new. And you have exceptions. You have Luxor and you have the Excalibur, but it seems like the entire right side.
Well, it's because MGM is pretty much the left, and
I know.
Caesars is pretty much the right.
Right, I know, I get it.
And Caesars is not my
favorite.
So
I like the idea of Bally's better, just because I know it would get a good reno, and it would start making that area
cool again.
Right, yeah.
And have
you want to go there.
Have the Hard Rock right there next to the right across the street from
right, and
Bellagio.
move the Hard Rock Cafe to the Hard Rock if it comes to Vegas.
Right, it's at Caesars.
It's weird.
Now.
It's at Caesars.
Yeah. All right, so if you guys don't love Las Vegas, we should talk about something else. How about the Inn at Little Washington? We've talked about this before because it's one of my favorite restaurants in the entire world. It's in Washington, Virginia, which is about an hour outside of D.C. They have decided how they're going to reopen. They're planning to reopen on May 29th in accordance with the Virginia governor's orders. But you can't seat everybody at every table, so you have to be about 50% capacity.
Right.
So what they've done is they've put mannequins at every other table, and they've dressed them up in 1940s garb, so it looks like kind of a.
That's weird to me.
So how much fun would that be? You walk into the restaurant and it's half full. But it's half full of mannequins.
It's weird. It's weird, but if you know, what's his name? Because we recently watched a documentary, then it's not weird.
Patrick O'Connell.
Because you know, then you get it.
Yeah.
If you know him, you get it.
He's very eccentric, and
that's the word.
He loves things like First Class, and he does it
and
well.
Out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these mannequins are probably the best mannequins you can buy.
Must be.
Probably not like the shitty one I bought for my I want to say C-3PO, but that's not right.
No.
It's a Stormtrooper. So I bought a $90 mannequin for my Stormtrooper costume. And he needs to be on the show. Maybe I'll bring him down for next week's show.
We're going to lay him on the day bed.
We'll have him lounging there with a cigarette and a cocktail in his hand. Anyway, I think that's kind of fun. Did you see Cher released her first Spanish language song ever in her 8,000 decade career?
Right.
She did a cover of ABBA's Chiquitita? Is that what that says?
Chiquitita. Anyway. Chiquitita.
I listened to it. She did it both in English and Spanish, but the Spanish one is new.
Did you know she spoke Spanish?
I don't think she does. I think she can just read it on the piece of paper and sing it. I don't think she speaks Spanish, but I don't know.
I mean, I get it. You put Spanish in front of me, I can get around it. But if you want me to sing it, that could be another thing.
Right. Do you know any Spanish songs?
Hola. No, Despacito.
Sing it.
I mean, I know of them. I can't sing it.
All right. Anyway, all the proceeds from this new song is going to UNICEF, which is a throwback to when ABBA first put out the song in 1979. They gave all the proceeds from that song to UNICEF back in 1979. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're breathing into the microphone?
Okay.
Yeah. So every
time I do breathe.
I know, but try not to breathe into it. So he can't hear himself. You need to have a headset. You want to talk about some sad stuff?
Oh, must we?
So we go from good news to sad stuff. This is news that just came out today. This happened in Washington, D.C., our old stomping grounds, right? Mm-hmm. This was over in the Shaw section of D.C. a couple days ago. A devastated family there was getting their cremated remains of a family member delivered. I don't know if it was mail, UPS, or FedEx, but it was left on the front porch. And a package thief stole the package. And so now they don't have the ashes anymore.
Absolutely horrible. And you know what? If they catch the guy, not only should he be charged with theft, but he should have, what's that one where you're not desecrate a body, but it should carry a harsher punishment.
He should be thrashed with a wet noodle. I mean, that's a horrible, horrible thing.
Thrashed with a wet noodle is not very harsh.
It's the harshest thing I could come up with.
Thrashed with a wet noodle is the harshest thing you could come up with?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
No, some people care. This is why I'm saying please don't send. It's irreplaceable. Literally irreplaceable. You cannot replace it. Do not ship it. Do not ship it. Put it in a car and drive it there.
That is so freaking funny.
I have ashes. I'm not going to ship them anywhere. I'm going to take them with me.
Okay.
Speaking of the dearly departed, we lost 3 big ones this week.
Big ones.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Little Richard.
Yes.
He became famous in the 1950s. He was over the top, crazy in his styling, and he died. He was 87.
I know. And when all this happened, stuff always pops up when something like this happened. And I came across a YouTube video of an old airing of the Arsenio Hall show of him on there. And I'm just saying that it just showed up. You see things that you had never seen before.
Right. No, I love that.
And I grew up with the Arsenio Hall show. I mean, I remember watching it. I don't remember seeing that.
I don't remember Little Richard being on there. But that was a while ago.
Long time ago.
You need to stop breathing into the microphone. Don't breathe. Dale needs to hold his breath for the rest of the show. Jerry Stiller also passed away. He was 92. I believe he passed away of natural causes. We all know him from Seinfeld. He was whose dad was he? He was George Costanza's father.
Right, and he was on King of Queens.
King Queens, which he was just amazing on. And he goes back to the 1940s and 50s. He's been around forever.
He was the one who came up with 2 big things.
Yeah.
Festivus
for the rest of us.
And, I'm going to get the name wrong. Is it Brozier? The Manzier?
The Manzier. You got it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jerry Stiller came up with that, but his character did.
Well, his character did.
Right.
But that's what he'll be. I don't know if that's a good thing to be known for, but those were the funny things.
No, I think it is very funny. And also, right here in Las Vegas, Roy Horn from Siegfried and Roy, he died. He was 75, and he died of COVID-19, which is very sad.
Yeah.
Of course, you all know that he was also almost eaten by a tiger.
Tiger.
Which ended their career in Vegas. But they went on to live for many years here in Vegas on their ranch with their tigers, and they did lots of charity stuff, and yeah, it was too bad. But
yeah,
the way they went out. But I was just happy that I got to see the show at the Mirage before it all went down. So it was kind of a dorky show, but it was classic Las Vegas.
That's like old school.
Yeah. I'm going to skip this next one because it's not relevant to anything. This is our crazy stuff section. There's a law firm, I think it's in New York, that it's a high-profile law firm for A-list clients from Hollywood and music and stuff. They had something like it's 767 gigabytes of information stolen.
That's a lot of information.
It's contracts and do not resuscitate orders, and why can't I ever get that right? NDAs. What's an NDA?
Non-disclosure agreement.
Non-disclosure agreements and all kinds of stuff related to people like Lady Gaga, Lizzo, Madonna, Barbara Streisand, Bette Midler, Bruce Springsteen, Jessica Simpson. The list goes on and on. So all this shit was stolen, and this hacker group called Revel is holding it hostage for $21 million. Wow. Crazy. So this poor law firm had to reach out to all of their A-list clients and say, oops.
Which means they're done.
I can't imagine how anyone would ever trust them ever again. How do you let that kind of information even be in a computer, a digital way that it could be stolen?
Everything is. What do you mean? How can you not?
Put it on paper and put it in a fucking filing cabinet.
Oh, my God. That's not the way you do business anymore.
Well, we need to secure this crap. I mean, I hope my will and contracts don't get out there. Someone might want $10 for them.
Right? Oh, my God.
Crazy.
No, this would be interesting to follow to see what happens.
I want to see what's going to happen. I think it's crazy.
Because if they don't pay, that's a lot of money. Even for a law firm, $21 million is a lot of money.
The law firm says they will not negotiate and they will not pay. So maybe we'll get to see Madonna and Lady Gaga's contracts and do not resuscitates and stuff. So might be out there for all of us to see just one of these days.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you're bringing this up.
Why?
Because I've looked at it and I feel like I've wanted to subscribe.
It's a really cool thing, and I feel like we're doing a commercial with this section, but
right.
Actually I'm very excited about it. So Masterclass, you guys all know about it. You see the commercials all the time every time you try to watch a YouTube video or something. They've now are offering $15 a month for unlimited classes. You can watch all of them.
Oh, I thought you had to subscribe to each one individually.
This is $15 a month unlimited.
Wow.
Yeah.
This must be like a pandemic pricing.
Maybe. Maybe. But
it's still cool.
It's maybe a great time to sign up for it.
Yeah.
Let's share one instead of both getting it, because we tend to.
I know.
We tend to both do this, which is kind of crazy. This is the crazy one. There's some crazy ones in here, and there's some good ones in here. Like, for one, I would not watch RuPaul
to teach me on self-expression and authenticity.
So RuPaul wants to teach you about authenticity. Let me tell you about RuPaul, because I have firsthand knowledge. The bitch is a bitch. And I have been in her presence, and she's a mega diva bitch who won't even look at the peons, the little people. I mean,
I've heard that
doesn't want to
before.
have anything to do with them. Slammed a door in my friend Shalene's face and almost broke her nose. I mean, she's not a good person.
I've also heard some stories from when I volunteered at Pride.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. When she was in town for Pride.
Yeah,
She was just a royal bitch.
Not a very nice person.
Maybe she was having a bad day, and maybe she's like all roses every other day of the year. But what we experienced in Washington with her was pretty horrible. So that's why I don't watch Drag Race, because I just can't stand her.
Yeah.
Anyway. But there's some other great classes.
There's good ones on here.
David Lynch is doing class on creativity and filmmaking. There's David Sedaris, Aaron Sorkin on writing. I mean, you want to know dialogue? Aaron Sorkin is the one he's the best at dialogue. West Wing.
Right.
Yeah.
But these
American
are all
President.
like films and stuff, but they're like book writing?
There's
and
tons.
Storytelling?
There's tons. There's Gordon Ramsay's doing a class on cooking. Robin Roberts from Good Morning America is doing one on effective communications. Anna Wintour from Vogue magazine is doing one on leadership. I mean, there's a million, and they all look great.
It's a cool app. It's very cool.
And David Baldacci, who is a writer, I would like to watch his because he's making a lot more money from his writing than I am.
$15 is not a horrible price to...
It's really not that bad.
No. It's kind of cool.
So since we just did this commercial...
It's just going to be one more monthly charge in your streaming wallet.
You know, I'm always thinking, what's $15 a month? But when we add up all these shits, all these $15 a month...
Netflix and Hulu and CBS All Access...
And Disney Plus...
And Amazon Prime and...
Everything.
Disney Plus.
And then I've got my Photoshop and my Word and my... It all adds up, man.
It all adds up.
Folks, I don't know how we can afford to live.
I don't know.
We're going to have to... just going to have to end it now.
Well, not only are you going to figure out how to live, is how are these cable companies going to survive?
It's kind of crazy. Traditional pay TV lost 2.1 million subscribers in the first quarter of 2020. That's double the number from 2019. Q1 of 2019. So analysts believe that the trend will continue. People are going to continue to cord cut, and it's all blamed on streaming. I mean, streaming's taking over the world.
I think it's something that they need to be concerned about. But when internet gets better, and it's getting better all the time, more reliable, different ways of getting it,
right?
That's when you need to be worried. That's when they're just going to be completely cut off.
You said different ways of getting it. That's funny.
Shut up.
That is funny.
Moving on.
Sports announcer Joe Buck, who I love, and I don't even love sports, but I love Joe Buck. He told Andy Cohen from Bravo that if fans can't go to NFL games this coming season when NFL returns to Fox, Fox might add fan noises and virtual fans in the stands, so that when you're watching on TV, it looks like the whole place is full of people and sounds like it's full of people.
So that's just stupid.
It's like this Fox is the one who did the sports when they were doing hockey. They're the ones who did the little trail that would follow the puck around the ice so that you could see where the puck was.
Because you can't ever find it.
Right. No, even when you're there in person, it's hard to know where the fucking puck is. But so now they're going to, just like a sitcom does a laugh track, they're going to do fan tracks. at their
That would be interesting. I just don't think it's necessary with sports. I don't know.
I think they got to let some people into these games. Can't you just at least fill it with 20% capacity or something? There should be somebody in the
I was watching the news this morning, and since there's no sports at all in the United States, that Korean baseball has soared in America. And what's funny is that people are having to wake up at ungodly hours to watch these games because they're on at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. People are watching it, and people are excited about it because that's the only baseball they got.
It's all they can watch.
That's all they got.
People are watching billiards and bowling like they never have before.
Right.
Anyway, I love Joe Buck. You know Joe Buck? His dad was also a famous sports guy.
I know of the name, but I'm not a sports fan, so
I think you would, if you saw him, you would definitely know him.
Maybe.
Want to do some TV news?
Yeah, let's hurry it up.
Ryan Murphy's American Horror Story, which is one of his biggest franchises that he's got going on, is getting a spinoff. It's going to be called American Horror Stories, which is going to be a whole season of standalone episodes, which means that you can just tune in anytime you want. It's a 1 hour block of standalone stories.
Yeah,
so you don't have to watch every week.
I kind of like that.
I like that idea a lot. And you can do all kinds of crazy shit.
That's fun.
Yeah, so that's coming someday. This is all someday, y'all. Everything we're talking about is someday.
Someday.
Oh my goodness, that's from what is that from?
I know, I can't remember.
Dairy Queen, not Dairy Queen. Carvel. Oh, it's from the Carvel commercial. Yeah. Unlike the couple, this is also in the Ryan Murphy world.
Oh, I've heard about this.
So both Macaulay Culkin and Kathy Bates are going to be characters in the new American Horror Story season that's coming up whenever. They haven't filmed it yet. And apparently they're going to have wild, crazy sex. Macaulay Culkin and Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates could probably be Macaulay Culkin's grandmother.
Yeah. I want you to say this next sentence verbatim.
When I printed the script out, I realized that I made just a tiny spelling error. I wrote Queen Latina. Queen Latina. She's the queen of all the Latinas.
It's supposed to read Queen Latifah.
It's supposed to say Queen Latifah.
Oh, that is funny.
I wish I had a button that was like Latin music. That would be funny. Queen Latifah is going to star in a new show for CBS that's going direct to series. No pilot. They just bought it sight unseen. It's called The Equalizer, which I think was on in the 90s.
Yeah, it's a reboot.
It's a reboot. She'll play Robin and... Oh, I can't say that word. Enigmatic woman. She's going to play a woman.
Enigmatic.
She's going to play this woman with a mysterious background who uses her extensive skills to help those with nowhere else to turn. Right? It sounds good, right?
Yes.
It sounds good when I say it like that. Chris Noth from Law & Order and Sex and the City fame will play her ex-CIA director, like confidant or best friend or whatever. I don't know.
This sounds like to me it should be on the CW.
I think it'll last one season.
Yeah.
I love Queen Latifah. Dana Owens is her real name. It's funny because at the end of the Deadline article, they wrote who the producers were, and they just wrote that Dana Owens was one of the producers, and they didn't even say that Dana Owens is Queen Latifah. Right. So it was kind of like, who are you trying to kid?
No one would know it.
Who are you trying to kid? I know who Dana Owens is. I know who Dana Owens be. She'd be Queen Latifah. Queen Latina.
Queen Latina.
Who is the Queen Latina?
I don't know.
I would say it's probably Gloria Estefan. Or Shakira.
No, it has to be someone new and young, like Camila Cabello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is soap news for all my soap fans like Cheryl King, who lives right next door to me.
Wah, wah, wah.
She loves The Young and the Restless like I do. NBC's Days of Our Lives, which is one of only 4 soaps left on television, they've taped so many fucking episodes that they have episodes that will go all the way till the fall. And what do they tape a year in advance?
I know, it's so weird.
It's so crazy. Well, of course, their production values are much shittier than CBS. But anyway, CBS and ABC soaps have run out of episodes, so they're showing classics, which is fine with me because I like the classics.
Speaking of CBS, has anyone watched the Price is Right After Dark?
Callback. They had RuPaul on this past Monday night.
Right.
Yeah, no
Have
way.
you watched it? What's different? Do we know?
I assume better cars than a Kia Sinatra or whatever. I mean, whenever they pull a car out there and the people guess that it's like, a $21,000 car, I'm like, who the fuck wants a $21,000 car?
Oh, here we go.
I mean, can you imagine? It's got to be a piece of shit.
I don't know what it is.
Do people buy cars that are less than $20,000?
I assume.
I guess they exist.
Yes.
Am I sounding like elitist or something?
No one likes you.
That's why no one likes me? I have a Ford, for God's sakes. It's not like I. It's not like I have a BMW or anything.
God. All right, let's get going. Let's get this.
I used to have a BMW.
Oh, anyway.
I did pay cash for my Ford, though. The Oh, here, this is for Dale. This is for Dale. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which went off on Netflix a few years ago, has come back with a special. And it's a choose your own adventure, Dale.
Finally.
This is what Dale's been asking for this forever. So Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter fame and John Hamm from Big Dick fame is what show was he on? John Hamm. Oh, he was on that 1960s advertising show, Mad Men. He was on Mad Men. It just came to me.
You're so excited.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Nobody cares. So anyway, they're guest stars on this episode. And it's 80 minutes, but it's actually much, much longer because every time there's a decision to be made, do you want Kimmy to go this way? Do you want her to go that way? Do you want her to fly to Paris? Do you want her to fly to Rome?
Yeah, you can go different ways.
There's multiple different things.
Right.
And they took advantage of this new platform that Netflix has that makes this all possible. It's called Brand Manager. So basically they film all the parts, they put it into this technology, and you get to like pick where you're going to go. And I just think it's the coolest thing.
I think it's fun. It's something new to try.
And, you know, we could probably watch it tonight. I think it would be a good thing to watch tonight.
It's out now?
It's out now on Netflix. Yeah. I think that'd be, let's pop some popcorn and
since we can't watch
go on a
Defending
wild ride. All right. So that was, well, that's number C. Well, we can go down there.
I know, because this whole Smash thing is just stupid.
He doesn't care about that. So we're really loving defending Jacob. We want on Apple TV Plus. So if you guys don't have Apple TV Plus, you're kind of out of it. But it's really, really good. And last night we watched 2 episodes, and then we wanted to watch another one. But then we realized that it's not Netflix. And they release them new episodes only once a week on Fridays. So we have to wait till Friday to watch the
You know what? I'm going to say, don't be surprised that there are quality shows like this on other platforms that do the once a week thing.
Yeah, maybe it's a new trend that, I mean, it's not the Netflix model, which we've become accustomed to, but
I don't mind it.
No, I don't mind it either, especially if we
it.
begin watching after it's all released. So if we started watching this show, you know, on the May 29th, we could watch every episode all in a row if we wanted to.
Right.
Yeah. They usually release the first 3 episodes, so you can binge 3, and then you have to wait every week for a new one.
It's certainly worth a watch. And for $5, I mean, I know they're off. I got it for free because I got a new Apple device.
Yeah.
But it's $4.99 a month.
It's really great, y'all. Chris Evans is in it. He plays the dad, and Michelle Dockery from Downton Abbey fame.
And the State Farm guy.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
No.
No?
The guy, you know, if we've been there, done that, if it happens, State Farm has covered it. That guy.
Yeah, but I was just singing the State Farm song.
I hear you.
Written by
Smash Mouth. No, that was the Big Bang Theory theme song.
Yeah. The State Farm song was written by the guy at Westgate.
It don't matter.
It's been around forever. Copacabana. Barry Manilow. Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande have a new music video out called Stuck With You. The song's actually really cute, and they made a really super cute video with Justin at his house with his wife and Ariana Grande at her house with her mysterious boyfriend, who she won't confirm is actually her boyfriend. It's a really cute video, and then they included lots of videos that fans sent in. Dancing to the song.
It's surprising what you can do when you're stuck at home and you just have your devices in front of you.
And the quality now is so much better than it's ever been.
I mean, look at this show.
Hello.
It's an iPhone.
We're taping this with the iPhone that's usually right next to my butt all day long because it's in my back pocket. And now it's taping this show. And here's the computer where I write all my books. This Sunday night on ABC, Taylor Swift has a special. You gonna watch that, Dale?
I'm kind of excited about this.
It's called Taylor Swift City of Lover Concert. It was taped in Paris back in September, and it's like a live concert special. It's on 10 p.m. Eastern. I don't know when it'll be on here. She also sings on the season finale of American Idol that night. So, is really American Idol already done?
I would watch it.
Or maybe she's singing on the season finale of Idol. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. Anyway, that's kind of fun. In 20 minutes, if you guys are watching this live, we're going to be watching our good friend Sherry Vine.
We've been supporting her for the last month.
We have. She's going to be doing a home concert, be coming to our own television.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you buy a $10 ticket and you get to watch a concert.
And she's been giving a lot of the money away to
to folks whose jobs have been compromised.
She's in LA, so she's been giving a lot of money to like California, LA food banks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, which is a nice thing to do, and it's, if anything, it's entertaining for 30 minutes.
It really is. She does parody. Mostly, her whole career is parodies of other.
Yeah, it's a
songs.
$10 show. It gives you 30 minutes of entertainment. You can just get a lot of drinks, and she's a lot of fun.
And what I love the most about it is the last couple weeks.
Oh, you gotten some shout outs.
She's called me out, which I love, right?
Yes.
So she actually said my name, so that's fun. She's been a good friend of ours for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, we really appreciate you, and we thank you for coming into our courtyard here in Las Vegas, Nevada, to listen to our silly show about music and television and movies. Actually, we didn't talk about any movies today because there is no movie news.
Darn it.
There's literally no movie news because there's no fucking movies. Oh, except Scoob-Is out this weekend. If you guys want to watch that Scooby-Doo animated thing,
I would watch Gretel and Hansel.
We got a lot of shit to watch, y'all. We'll tell you all about it next week. We love you.
Bye.
Have a good day. Be good to each other.